We begin this morning with a call to action. Many healthcare workers and seniors have been separated from their families for weeks, but CAFCO in Grafton is delivering messages of hope and inspiration, but they need our help. Here's CAFCO's president, Jim Kazmarek.
During these challenging times, millions of healthcare workers are putting their own safety and the safety of their families at risk to help ours. Additionally, we think about our senior citizens, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, our moms and our dads who appear to be at a higher risk of having adverse reactions to COVID-19 than the general population. Unfortunately, many of our seniors are restricted from having visitors at this time. With this in mind, there are ways beyond staying at home that we can help. Gather your family, call on friends and neighbors to join in and create cards, letters, and artwork that we can distribute to our healthcare workers and our seniors, showing our appreciation for their heroic work and letting them know they are not alone. Strangers helping strangers is how this country acts in times of crisis, and we are calling on everyone to lend a hand. The messages you create for healthcare workers will be sent to hospitals all over the U.S., and the cards and letters you write to a senior will also be sent to homes all over. Please share this effort with others as we seek to get tens of thousands of these messages into the hands of folks that need our support at this time. As you gather and create these messages, send them to CAFCO, P.O. Box 1170, Grafton, Wisconsin 53024. For more information on this initiative, check out heromailcall.com for more details. Please act now and show your love and support for our healthcare workers and our seniors.
Now, CAFCO metal stamping has a long history of philanthropy in Southeast Wisconsin, and I talked to Jim about why it's so important to give back.
Well, Jim Kazmarek, thank you so much for joining us this morning, because what you are doing is phenomenal. We just watched your video of what you're hoping to do and some of the letters that you've gotten. First of all, tell me, why is this so important for healthcare workers and seniors?
Well, this is the time that we as Americans really can reach out and show others that we care, that we love, that we're thinking about them, especially the seniors who really haven't have an opportunity for their families to necessarily spend time with them like it's like normal. And reaching out to our healthcare professionals, what a better thing at this point in time. They're putting their lives at risk and their families' lives at risk, and they're just as scared and concerned as we all are. And so as we at least reach out to them, tell them we care, we love them, we're thinking about them, encourage them, it's just going to give them a little pep in the step for that day, or a little opportunity to say, yeah, deep breath, but people do care, and I got to get after my work today. So it's just an important time, I think, for people to connect.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and it's something, Jim, that families can actually do together, and it can be a teaching lesson for kids.
No doubt. We at first I was kind of thinking that maybe this should be just children, kind of in like the Kids to Kids toy drive that we do that so many in Milwaukee might know about. But then I'm like, wait a minute, young adults, myself, others, let's write letters to seniors, and moreover, it's actually a good school project, a good opportunity for people to get involved. And you challenge those 12, 14, 16, 18-year-olds that are starting to write letters to write a letter to a person, to a stranger that is lonely. It's really kind of a from Milwaukee with love kind of situation to get back to so many.
It's just a beautiful gesture. You know, Jim, you're known around Milwaukee for a lot of the great things you do for charity, Kids to Kids, and you really spearhead a lot of things and help a lot of people. How did you get that way?
I think maybe when I was in my early 40s, to be truthful to everybody, and that's what I share, I kind of rethought about life in general. And it doesn't matter when you do that. If you're 10 and you start thinking about that, where am I going, or 20 or 70 or 100, it's never too late to kind of rethink about your priorities and what you think is right to do in this world and why you're here. And really all I'm trying to do is be a facilitator, people helping people. And really in times of crisis, right? Think of all of the big things that we've had, the 9/11s, this now COVID-19, and all the different things that we've gone through as a community. You see the greater good of everybody's humanity inside of them. And I'm just feeling like we got to do this every day. Every day is a good day to be kind to somebody else and to do something positive for somebody else. We have this cabin fever. I talked about that last night on a prayer group thing that we do. we have this cabin fever inside of us, and we're all kind of like getting antsy with each other, right? And really, it's about regrouping and rethinking about why we're here, and caring for each other and making somebody else's day better actually helps you in your most stressful times when you do something positive for somebody else. And I think that's what this program, this Cards and Letters program, is able to do.
And we put more information about the Hero Mail Call on our Positively Milwaukee Facebook group.